In this series, I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to strip away all the complexity and hard graft and teach you how to cook amazing food standing on your head. Cut through it, hand on the knife. From the kitchen novice to the budding chef, I'm going to give you the confidence, the recipes and the insider knowledge to make you a much better cook. That makes the fish cake nice and fragrant.
I've been cooking in professional kitchens for over 25 years.
Make sure those blades are taken out of the floor as well.
I've been taught by some of the best chefs in the world, and in turn, I've taught some of the best.
Taste it as well. Every day it changes.
Now, I'm going to show you some simple and accessible recipes for fantastic food that you can easily cook at home.
Incredible.
I'll be holding you by the hand,
It's getting tastier and tastier.
teaching you everything from how to cook slowly, to food on a budget, TV dinners, and my ultimate fast food recipes.
This is the only cookery course you'll ever need.
Welcome to my ultimate cookery course.
Packed with cooking tips, information, and 100 recipes to stake your life on.
Now for the perfect way to ease yourself into the day. It's my guide to brunches. Brunch is simply a delicious combination of breakfast and lunch. And for me, it's all about getting up late and having a wonderful, lazy start to the weekend with fantastic food. More exciting than breakfast and a lot more enjoyable to cook, brunch is ideal for sharing. First up, my simple and delicious frittata.
Eggs are great, they are so versatile. And once you've mastered how to cook them, trust me, the door then opens to a wide range of delicious options. This is like a triple omelette, but a lot more ingredients than a normal omelette. We'll start off with some lovely smoked bacon. Slice the bacon in. No salt, a little touch of pepper. Start off on a high heat, get that bacon really nice and crispy. Otherwise, you just boil the bacon and it's got that soft, unpleasant texture in the frittata. Turn down the gas and now start adding your veg.
Roughly chop a red pepper and add it to the pan.
The peppers and the bacon take the longest, so they've always got to go in first. Now, soak them off. And the peppers have been cooked now from that sort of rendered fat from the bacon. And then the spring onions. Just bunch them up and slice them. I want them on an angle so they come like little green diamonds. Spring onions in. Now, for the eggs. Crack in the eggs. For that size pan, 7 or 8 eggs. I want to fill it right to the very top. And more importantly, when I turn this out, I want it like a gatto, nice and thick, so we can slice through and see all those wonderful veg. I'm going to season the eggs with some Parmesan cheese. Be quite generous, because it adds a really nice saltiness. Fresh ground pepper, and then whisk. Whisk up those eggs nicely.
Then add peas to the pan. And to give the dish a wonderful aromatic freshness, some fragrant chopped basil.
I want to chop that sort of roughly, because I want to see those flecks of green going in. I want it looking charming. And how many times have you seen a dull omelette? Frittatas, in my mind, really help encapsulate the magic of having savoury eggs, cooked beautifully, but with texture. Now, just before we add the eggs, I've got this beautiful little goat's cheese, and it's strong and powerful. So I want to slice it into little chunks and then just have it dotted around. I want to discover these little pockets of creamy goat's cheese. Now, slowly add the eggs. Fill that right up. And get your spoon. Now just let all that egg go down to the bottom. Bring it back up to the boil and sort of clean around the sides. And then some of this delicious, salty, creamy goat's cheese over the top. Now, I want it melting like a perfect slice of cheese on toast. Nice. Now, from there, turn the grill on for 4 to 5 minutes. Just looking at that, delicious. Take a little paring knife and just make sure it's released from the sides. Just take your pan and tap. That will hopefully release the frittata from the bottom of the pan. Now, put the board over the pan. Turn that gently and just shake, say a little prayer and lift off the pan. Beautiful. Now, from there on, there it's there, look. Now, slice through. You can see how soft and creamy that is in the center. And that goat's cheese is just melting, almost like a little sauce inside. So exciting, but more importantly, so easy to do. It's got texture, it's got creaminess, and that for me will beat any omelette for brunch.
Served with a stack of hot buttered toast and a steaming pot of coffee, this easy frittata turns the humble egg into the perfect dish for kicking off the weekend.
Eggs are really versatile, protein-packed and delicious.
Here are 3 more of my favourite recipes to give your brunches a tasty twist.
First up, North African eggs.
Add olive oil to a hot pan and fry finely chopped onions and red and green peppers. Then chop garlic and chilli and cook until softened. Chilies work brilliantly with eggs, giving the dish a lovely hot kick. Next, add fresh chopped tomatoes, then cumin seeds, and fry until the seeds are fragrant and the tomatoes are lovely and soft. Season. Next, make wells in your spicy sauce and crack in your eggs. Then cover and cook on a low heat for 5 minutes so the whites are set and the yolks are still lovely and runny. To finish, slice spring onions and coriander and simply sprinkle over. Fresh, spicy and deliciously different, easy North African eggs, ready in under 20 minutes. A dish worth getting up late for. Next, eggs made super indulgent for brunch. Cheese soufflé with 3 cheeses. Mix together flour, sugar, baking powder, and season. Make a well in the center, then simply beat 6 eggs together. Pour into the well and whisk into the flour. Then whisk in milk, making the mixture lovely and light. Next, add the 3 cheeses: cottage cheese, grated Monterey Jack or cheddar, and cream cheese. And then, for extra richness, knobs of butter. Then butter a baking dish and pour in your rich cheesy cheese soufflé mix. Now put in a medium oven and bake for 40 minutes until rich, golden and puffed to perfection. A stunning, fuss-free soufflé that's ideal for brunch. My next easy egg dish is a salty and succulent prawn and feta omelette. Pour olive oil into a hot pan, add chopped tomatoes, spring onions and fry. Season. Next, add cooked prawns and a sprinkle of chili flakes to give it a lovely kick of heat. Cook through and set aside. Next, beat 4 eggs. Add olive oil to your frying pan and pour in the eggs. Sprinkle on freshly chopped oregano, which works brilliantly with eggs. Then spoon over the spicy prawns, crumble over creamy feta cheese, and grill for a couple of minutes. This is eggs to the nth degree, packed with different tastes, textures, and flavors, all working wonderfully together. Perfect. One super versatile ingredient, 3 mouth-wateringly different recipes. Brunch has never been better.
Nice.
Next, my tricks of the trade and kitchen tips.
First up, red pepper. As you've seen, great for frittata and North African eggs, but you need to know how to cut them properly.
I absolutely love these peppers. Now, they have the most amazing, sweet, delicious flavour with a really nice, crunchy texture. And the most exciting thing about the peppers is that they're just as delicious, raw or cooked. To identify the perfect pepper, it must be smooth and firm and not a wrinkle in sight. Now, how to cut the perfect pepper. Stalk off, pepper down, and get the knife, start from the top and slice all the way round. Basically, we're going to be slicing around the seeds. Look, no faffing around, like this little perfect Christmas tree of seeds, and you haven't got the mess all over your board, and more importantly, it's twice as quick. Discard that. Now, we're going to cut it into a julienne. Flatten the pepper, skin side down onto the board, because it's a lot easier to slice through the pepper, and just lift the knife up and down. And basically, julienne is a chef's word for strips. These are absolutely perfect for sautéing, and that's what we're looking for there. Crunchy, delicious, and more importantly, no seeds. Beautiful.
Many great brunch recipes start with a delicious fresh egg. My tried and tested way to tell if an egg is fresh is to simply place it into a bowl of cold water. A fresh egg will sink and a stale one will float. If a small piece of shell goes into the bowl when you're cracking eggs, my tip for removing it is to simply use a larger piece to fish it out. It works like magic. For prize-winning fried eggs, fry them in oil, adding a tablespoon of water, then cover. The water steams the top of the egg to perfection. Toasted bagels are brilliant for brunch. My tip to make sure you always have them on hand is to stock up your freezer. But make sure you slice them first. That way, you can pop them straight into your toaster. Coming up on my ultimate cookery course, my buying guide to marvellous eggs.
Free-range eggs are the best flavoured eggs, and the flavour is tremendous.
And spicy pancakes, a spectacular brunch fit for any lazy morning.
The smell is incredible.
This is my ultimate cookery course, 100 recipes to stake your life on. I'm about to show you my recipe for delicious spicy pancakes.
Tuck it underneath there, pull it back, and roll.
But first, here's
My guide to buying beautiful eggs. Knowledge is crucial. The more you know about where your ingredients are from and how they're produced, the better.
In my home kitchen, I use eggs in abundance. They are so versatile, and getting to grips with them will make your cooking sing.
Good girlies. Oh, chickies.
With a decade of experience under her belt, Helen from Harrow's Farm in Hertfordshire is a real egghead and has some valuable tips to share.
The hens we keep are designed to lay probably 300, 350 eggs a year. Free range means that the bird must have access to the outside at all times. Chickens love grass, they peck at whatever's on the ground, and it makes the eggs a lovely rich golden colour, and the flavour is tremendous. To tell if an egg is really fresh, crack it open, put it on a dish, and you will see that it sits up really quite high and the white is really nice and tight around the side of the yolk.
There's a vast range of eggs out there to experiment with. Why stick to what you know? Try livening up your brunches with something different.
This is a bantam egg. They are miniature chickens. The yolks are quite large compared to the whites of the egg, and they're absolutely delicious making scrambled eggs of them because they're much more creamier altogether than, say, a chicken's egg. This is the duck's egg. These ones are sort of an off-white colour, but they can be sort of creamy, greeny colours.
Compared to chicken eggs, the duck's yolk is richer and creamier, and the white is fluffier when whisked, which is why they're so incredible for baking.
This is the goose egg. This is quite a large egg. It's probably equivalent to 3 chicken eggs. The geese literally lay for about 12 weeks. From my few geese, we've had about 120 eggs. They're amazing layers, but just for the very short season. The amazing thing is the colour of the yolks of these. They are usually quite orange. The geese don't actually eat anything other than grass. They are just grazers, and that makes a huge difference to the colour of the yolk.
Another fantastic egg is the quail egg. Tiny, but incredibly tasty. They only take a minute to soft boil and are delicious, dipped in celery salt. If you've got a big appetite, or you're making a brunch for a big group of friends, you could try the giant rhea egg from South America, the equivalent of 10 hen eggs. They're great scrambled or as a massive omelette. Another interesting option is the pheasant egg, small but rich in flavour. They're perfect for homemade Scotch eggs or hard-boiled in a salad.
You can keep eggs in your fridge, but ideally, when you go to use them, take them out, bring them up to room temperature, because you'll find that they will cook better. Just make sure that there's no cracks in them, and then you'll be assured that they're nice, healthy tasting eggs.
Brunch should be a laid-back affair and a treat, so the dishes need to be easy to cook, but never boring. My next recipe takes the humble pancake to a whole new level of flavour and excitement. Soft, fiery and irresistible. Spicy pancakes.
One of the secrets to good cooking is learning to use your imagination. When it comes to brunches, you don't have to stick to the old standbys. These delicious, spicy pancakes are a really great alternative, but more importantly, so easy to do. Start off by toasting your cumin. It's a dry roast, basically. Non-stick pan, just a touch of seasoning. The salt helps to dry out the cumin even more. And then fresh ginger. Slice them nice and thinly. Stack it back up, and then just slice nice little thin slices in there. And then keep that bunched up. Shake the chilli.
Removing the seeds will prevent things getting too hot.
Now, garlic. Nice. Now,
Add olive oil to your toasted cumin seeds, and in with the garlic, ginger and chilli.
lovely. And it feels strange when you talk about garlic for breakfast, but the time I spent in India, everybody was eating something savoury for breakfast. It was extraordinary. Into your bowl.
And set aside. Next, the pancake filling. Add olive oil to a hot pan.
Mustard seeds in. Now they'll start dancing the minute they hit the pan.
Then finely slice an onion.
Onions in. A little teaspoon of turmeric. Sprinkle that in. And look at the colour. An instant change. Leftover potatoes. Just slice them. The smell is incredible. Potatoes in now. Spread the potatoes across the pan. I want the potatoes stained. I want them sort of absorbing all that really nice turmeric, acting like a sponge. Season those potatoes, and it really helps to bring out the spice beautifully. They're ready. Turn off the gas and let them sit there and absorb all those flavours.
Back to the pancake batter. Add plain flour to your cooled garlic, chilli, ginger and cumin seeds.
A touch of salt and pepper. Nothing worse than the bland pancake. 1 whole egg, milk. Hold the jug with one hand and whisk with the other. The secret is to get that really nice, smooth paste, but whisking that egg first. That brings it together, and then your milk in. Don't put all the milk in, because then you're going to get a lumpy pancake mix. And if you put less milk in, it really helps it not going lumpy. Look at that. Milk in. And the secret for me is to have a nice thin mix. Now, just a little teaspoon of oil. That helps to bring a nice crispy edge to the mixture. Now, just taste. That's the texture. Pan on. The larger the pan, the better. It helps to create a nice, thin, even surface. I want that mix going all the way around the pan. Before you put the mixture into the pan, make sure you give your pancake mix a really nice stir. Pan is nice and hot. Turn down the gas. A touch of olive oil in. Get that nice. Whisk with one hand. Pan to the mix. In. 1.5 ladles. And then roll it around. So it's really nice and thin. I want to see the ginger, the garlic. That's what I'm looking for. In there. Now back onto the heat. It only starts to remove from the bottom of the pan and lifts itself up once it's cooked. These little bubbles confirm that it's just starting to lift off the pan. A little shake, that releases it. And then just shake it to the end. And toss. If you haven't got the confidence of tossing, then use a spatula and turn it over. Now, that's exactly what I want, that nice sort of crisp edge around the side. The colour on the pancake is so important. Now, roll it round and just let it slide out beautifully. Now, for the exciting part, filling them. Take your potatoes, and just sort of have a really nice imaginary line. And then just very carefully roll that nice and tightly. Tuck it underneath there, pull it back and roll. Beautiful.
The delicious pancakes are ready to eat, but with a simple dipping sauce, they'll be a real treat. Just mix chopped coriander with natural yogurt.
That's a really nice cooling agent. Sit that on the side. And that, for me, is a great brunch. Delicious, spicy pancakes. Amazing.
Follow my ultimate cookery course, bursting with valuable lessons, top tips, and 100 recipes to stake your life on, and you'll literally be cooking yourself into a better chef. To collect selected recipes from the show, go to my scrapbook at channel4.com/Gordon. Go on, get cooking. Next time, my ultimate guide to more beautiful brunches, mouth-watering, easy pancakes,
Incredible.
and the king of brunch, glorious steak sandwich.
Beautiful. Now that's what I call a steak sandwich.
Monday night from 9 o'clock it begins, and it continues each and every consecutive night next week. Gordon Ramsay himself, head chef, and more familiar Channel 4 faces running Hotel GB. Come Dine With Me is next, and what goes on in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom.